Alright, I just ran across this ad here for the Dell laptop for $250. See it advertised on the Microsoft Store and MSN, Yahoo, and a few other websites. And a lot of people are looking for, a new laptop that they can get. Right now it's August, back to school starting, and people need something for college, something that's affordable. And this is sort of like an all-in-one kind of thing where it's a tablet, very lightweight, but it'll also turn into a laptop. So if we click on this ad here for $249, let's see what we get for our $249. And I'll let you know real quick if it's something that you want to purchase or pass on. So we can see here it's 11.6 inches, which is pretty small. Average size of a laptop is usually 14-15 inches, which is a good size laptop. 11 is pretty small. It's considered more of a netbook. A couple of things to notice, and this is where your bottleneck is. Intel Celeron N3050. That's your processor. Processor, think of that as like the motor in the computer. And then we got 2 gigabyte of memory, and that's the hard drive, 32 gigabyte. The 2 gigabyte, I'm assuming that's one chip, and it has a place for 2 chips. So that means you could probably upgrade to 4 gigabyte. I'm not sure. But to start out, for $250, you're starting with a computer with only 2 gigabytes. And keep in mind, gigabytes is the same as RAM or memory. And what that does is it gets you to screen real quick. And 2 gigabytes is pretty bad. A lot of smartphones have 2 gigabytes. So we're starting out with a laptop here with very low memory. And then the Intel Celeron, that is definitely a bottleneck, something you can't upgrade. That's your processor, and I can tell you from experience that Celeron, with dealing with a lot of computers, Celeron is the lowest of the low. They go by generation. First it was Intel Celeron. Well, first it was Pentium 2, Pentium 3, and Pentium 4, and then it went to Celeron. Pentium 4 is actually better than Celeron. And we're talking about from 2003, 2004 is when it came out. So we're talking about a processor chip that is very, very old, and it's cheap, and so that's why they like putting it in computers and putting it in a pretty box and all that good stuff. Preferably, you'd want to go with an i3, i5, i7. Some AMDs are decent, but Celeron you want to stay away from. I noticed the model number is i3168, which to me that's a little bit deceiving, because a lot of people would see that and they would think that they're getting an i3 processor. So I think that that's a little bit deceiving. Very low processor speed. And you'll see here the gigahertz speed is very low. It's got a 32 gigabyte flash memory, eMMC. And of course they're talking about, the good thing about it is it does have Windows 10, which that's decent. That it does have a Windows operating system. You want to get something with Windows 10, Windows 8, even Windows 7 is still decent. Anything but, Chrome. Don't go with a Chrome operating system. Definitely go with at least a Windows operating system. Of course, it's lightweight. And then here's the specs. So it's good that it's got a touch screen. There's the Celeron processor. But if you notice, the speed is 1.60, 1.6 gigahertz. A lot of the older netbooks, with the Intel Atom processors, those with the webcams, those had usually 1.6 gigahertz. A good laptop, really you want to be over 2 gigahertz. It says something about a burst technology to 2.48. I'm not sure about that, but that's what you want to concentrate on, is the 1.6 gigahertz. There's the memory, very low. Hard drive size, 32 gigabytes. That's pretty low. Most laptops now come with 500 gigabytes. Now that is a SATA hard drive. The SSD solid states, are 128 gigabytes, 256. So we're starting out with a 32. Now don't get me wrong, it is an eMMC, which is efficient, but man, you're sacrificing a lot of storage there. So technically you can hook up an external hard drive to it, and you're not getting a lot of bang for $250. And of course that goes to tell you a little bit more. Now right now I'm on a Samsung laptop, And I'll show you my specs here real quick on this laptop. It's a 15.6-inch screen. To find out the specs on a laptop or a desktop or whatever, what you want to do is hit that little Microsoft icon sign on the bottom left of your keyboard, and then you want to hold that down and you want to hit R. It'll give you the run menu, and you want to type in D's and Dog X D's and Dog IAG. That's for diagnosis. So you hit enter, and then it's going to ask you something. You put no, and then it's going to show the specs. All right. So you see this one here is an Intel Core i5 processor, 2.6 gigahertz speeds, 4 CPUs, and the memory is 12 gigabytes. So this laptop has a 4 gig chip and an 8 gig chip. This laptop that you can buy for $250 from Dell, brand new, only has 2 gigs. So this literally has 6 times the RAM. This has a 750 gigabyte hard drive, so that's several times the hard drive space. 2.6 gigahertz, 1 gigahertz faster, 4 CPUs, and of course by Samsung. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck for this laptop. To be honest with you, I bought this laptop used from Craigslist. It had a broken screen on it, but I got it for like $60, and then I just purchased the screen on eBay, replaced the screen, which literally can take you 10 minutes to do. For less than $140, I got a computer that is several times faster than what you can buy from Dell. Now, if you're not tech savvy, I'm not tech savvy, but if you don't want to deal with all that, I understand. You can easily go on eBay and get something with much better quality used. As you can see here, I typed in Toshiba i5 under eBay. And so I typed in i5 Toshiba under eBay. And let's see what we got here. Toshiba Tecra 250. You want to make sure you put it on Buy It Now and choose used or manufacturer refurbished. You can do new, but make sure you don't get anything that's parts or repair or something that you can't fix. So these are all for sale right now. $250 for a 500 gigabyte i5 processor. That's Windows 8 probably. Look at this touchscreen, only $215. This has got a SSD drive in it, 128. So as you can see here, there's so many good laptops out there. You can get a lot of bang for your buck. You can get it on Amazon, eBay, or other online websites. And don't worry about the warranty. When you buy something online, like from Amazon or eBay, it doesn't matter what the seller says. You still have a 30-day return policy. You still have 30 days to return it to test it out. I'd recommend you buy something like this, kick it around for 3 weeks. I mean, look at the RAM on this, 8 gig. Well, now that's 450, so that is a little bit more. But these up here, for 250, I'm seeing with 8 gigs. That's my 10 cents. That's my review of the Dell. Here's some of the Dells. Now, they do have some of these in better models, not a Celeron. They have regular Pentium processors. But as you can see here, look how much they are, $442. Absolutely ridiculous, even with a better processor. You can do so much better for your money. Alright, thank you for watching.